guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I know the Sephora sale is right around the corner, and I know a lot of people around this time question if they should be picking up the Dyson or not. I know I did it about 2 years ago before I picked it up myself, and one of the main concerns for me was that I have pretty fine hair. I don't have a lot of hair. On top of that, curls just don't stay on my hair as well, so I was really concerned if the Dyson would work for me. And I wanted to make this video because when I watched other people's tutorial, I felt like there was a lot of girls that had a lot of hair that can hold the curls in their hair. I wanted to make this video as someone who has fine hair, curls don't last, in hopes that it might be helping you. So I'm going to show you guys all my tips and tricks that I have. Any detangling thing that you like. I've been using this one from AG Care. It's a conditioning mist detangling spray. Do products make a big difference? Maybe, maybe not. I don't personally think they're a huge component, but if you want your hair to look a little bit fuller, yes. But are they absolutely necessary? I don't really think so. Kind of just a nice thing to have. But I'm gonna go in with a protection spray. This is from Kenra. I think a heat spray is always a good idea. Next, I'm gonna go in with Wow Raise the Root Thickening Spray. I have to mention that I have flat hair. My hair just naturally is super straight. I just find that this kind of gives me a little bit more volume and it makes it look like it's just fuller. Next, I like to go in with a mousse. I find that a mousse helps your hair look a little bit bouncier. Again, I have it from Kenra. I just really enjoy Kenra. I have my esthetician license, so I just go into Cosmoprof and buy things there, and Kenra is just always in my face and I just reach for it. But you can use any mousse you have. So I use about that much. And already my hair feels like way more fuller. Then I'm just gonna brush everything. I like brushing after I apply product just because it helps it not be as frizzy. I'm not a hairstylist, but I did work at a hair salon for a long time during my college years. I have a little bit of knowledge there, but obviously I'm not an expert. I think that's a confusion I had in the beginning, or how wet should my hair be, and it doesn't have to be wet, and I think it's better not to have it wet. Typically a lot of people have said 80%, I go up to 90% dry. I'm going to just blow dry it a little bit more, especially like right here, usually a little bit more wet. So with this attachment, I just go in and blow dry my hair. Now that we're at 95% dry, I would say we're ready to curl. I use the smaller one, so it comes with 2. Longer hair, I think this is good. My hair doesn't hold the curls with this one, so I do need to use the smaller one. So now I'm gonna section my hair. Start with this side and then I do this side, so I kind of section it this way. The smaller the section you take, the better the curl looks. So if you're not in a rush, I would say definitely take the smallest amount and curl that amount of hair. So if you really do want your curls to last the next day, I would say work in very small sections. So there's 2 things that I do depending on what type of look I want to do. If I want that kind of like Sabrina Carpenter's hair, where she has her curls like going towards her face, which is like kind of what we heard not to do for a really long time. But I find that look to be really beautiful. If I want like just regular curls, just like your typical curls that you see when you do it with your curling iron, this is a technique I use. Usually you see people like doing that, right? But I actually go down as you would if you were holding a curling iron, and you want the direction of the air to be blowing that way. You want the curls to go like that. So whatever direction that is for you, you'll want to make sure that you switch it so that it does go this way. And then you get this nice little curl. For the last 10 seconds of it, I switch it to the cold side. It helps the curls stay longer for me. I'm gonna do another piece here. Again, hold it this way, turn it on. Now I turn the cold button, and that's it. It's just like your classic curls. Now I have to switch the direction, and it's going to be blowing that way now. And then again, I'm still doing the same thing. I like to go behind my head for this side just because it's easier. Just turn it on and curl as you would with a curling iron. And that's it. Super fast too, which I like, and you get this nice little curl. Okay, last one on the back. I just had to add a little bit of hairspray. I use medium hold spray. It just makes it look not as stiff and a little bit more natural. I like to keep brushing my hair before I curl it because it just helps it not be as frizzy. Grabbing a small amount of hair. How cute is that? It just comes out so good. I'm just gonna do this whole side the same way. I bought these little clips from Amazon. I'm sure you guys have seen them. They're to hold your curls. You can do that after you curl your hair and then you just pin it and it stays like that until it cools down, maybe half an hour or so, but I don't do it. But if you were like, make sure that it stays for longer, I do think it does help with that. All right, I'm gonna listen to music now because I hate the noise of the Dyson. I think that's the only downfall. Just like that noise in your ears. A little annoying. This is what we're looking like. I feel like we're looking pretty good at this point, so I'm gonna add a little bit of hairspray now. This is what we're looking like now. The curls are pretty intense. Right now, I'm gonna let it do its thing. I'm not gonna touch it. Some people brush their hair, but those people that brush their hair at this point are people that their curls do last on them for longer than people like me. Let this sit for about half an hour to an hour. I do feel like the longer the day goes by, the better the curls look. This is what I was kind of talking about in terms of like getting that normal curl that you would get with your curling iron. But I do want to brush it out. I brush it out with like a comb like this. It's a little bit more gentle. On this side, I try to not brush it out too much because this side is a little bit less curly as it always is. And then I want to brush out my bangs. See, it looks so much better now that it's brushed out. And at this point, if I wanted to like fix anything, I could still do it. But I'm pretty happy with the way it looks, so I'm not going to. Products I really enjoy from Drybar, it's their high gloss finishing serum. It's called Liquid Glass. It kind of helps with my frizziness. I have the frizziest hair, especially now adding so much color to it. And I just find that this really helps with getting rid of all the frizz, but also not having it feel like too heavy. I really enjoy this product. I just do like 2 pumps of it. And then I just kind of like softly put that at the ends. I'll put it a little bit at the top. I'm barely touching my hair because again, I don't want to mess anything up. Curls are just a little bit more relaxed. I find that this is the most healthiest way to curl my hair. I thought it'd be unfair for me to not show you guys how I like to do my hair. The different type of style I mentioned, which is kind of like the Sabrina Carpenter look. That's the style that I typically go for, so I wanted to kind of show you guys what that looks like as well. Kind of gives like that Hollywood feel, just very classy and beautiful. Did my hair actually this way yesterday. It doesn't look the best the first day, which is why I didn't want to show you guys yesterday, because I feel like my hair needs to be a little bit oily. I think that's when it works the best. I'm gonna do the whole thing again. It's not that bad right now, but it doesn't look great. After I do it this time, it's gonna stay the next day even more, and then I can choose to do it tomorrow again, but I'll just do like some touch-ups. Don't be discouraged when it doesn't look the best the first day, because I feel like if your hair is super clean, it just doesn't hold as well, but the next day it always holds so much better. This method I find is actually much easier to do than the other method because it's easier to hold as well. Just gonna part my hair. So I use the smallest attachment again. The direction that it's going this way, so it's going to be going left. It's super simple. I just grab a little bit of hair and I'm going to curl like this. Basically, I'm curling towards my face, but I hold the Dyson this way, horizontally like this. That's what we're about to do. So let me show you. And then for the last like 3 seconds, I switch it to the cold air. It helps with the curls, I think. So let me do the other side to show you. So what's easy about this method is that I don't change the direction at all. So with either side, it's gonna stay the same direction. And I do the same thing. And we're good. Oh, forget that it's going towards my face. And this one looks a little better than this one, can tell. That's basically it. The whole time I'm holding the Dyson horizontally, so I never go like that. Fast forward the rest of it and we'll just do my full hair now and I'll show you guys the end result. Done. I'm just gonna add more hairspray. I'm a little undecided with my bangs. I do like some touch-up pieces, but I don't think I'm going to because I'm not really going anywhere, so I don't really need this hair to be perfect. But you can do like some pieces that you feel like might not look great. Actually, this one looks really bad. This is what the hair looks like. Again, even like the next day, if I do it again, it just looks even better. I wanted to show you guys this because I feel like this is the reason why the Dyson is kind of worth it, because these curls are just so nice. I don't think I did such a good job with it this time around. I kind of did this a little too fast, but I still think it came out pretty nice. Let me know what you guys think. I just think this is such a nice, classy way of curling your hair, and it's nice that it's not as damaging. I think the Dyson is worth for this reason, so I wanted to show you guys this look as well because this is more of the look that I kind of go for. I really enjoy my Dyson. I think it's worth it, and you get really nice curls from it. So that's all I have for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't you dare go without subscribing, okay? See you guys in my next video. Bye.